if you have joined a lot of my sharing, I keep emphasizing on the importance of social media nowadays in building the business. Even if you are not building the business, as long as you are part of the community, I think we should not be left out from the advancement of social media, right? So I will really take some time to actually share on social media hacks, and also in our future sharing as well. So I will split into a few parts, and then I will share whatever that I learn myself or experience myself that I feel which is helpful to the team, and also whoever want to learn more. Of course, if let's say you have your other hacks, you can also share with myself or Lynn, so that we can actually consolidate it and also share with others. Okay, so hopefully through all this sharing, we are able to build up a complete syllabus for whoever want to start up social media and do well in the social media promotion, and also business expanding. They can actually refer to our previous syllabus, and hopefully they can learn from there. Okay, so this is the first part that I actually come up with the 5 points that are very important for whoever want to build the business or improve their business through social media. Like I said, social media is something that I believe whoever joined this call should have social media already. So if you still don't have social media, maybe you can type 222 inside the chat box. If you already have social media, any social media, it could be Facebook, Instagram, you just type 111 if you already have any one of the social media platform. Okay, so I believe most of it should be 111. Okay, if let's say there's someone that type 222, then probably we can have a private session after this sharing, because I will not go into too detail like how to register all these social media platform, but I will do have the assumption that we are already in certain social media platform, right? So if let's say we ourselves already in certain social media platform, the first point that I want to share tonight is actually positioning. So out of all these social media platform that you already engage with, or you already have an account with, we need to do our own positioning. Okay, I don't know what is the reason why you started off your TikTok. I don't know what is the reason why you started off your Instagram. Everyone could be different. But if let's say today we have another identity of being the Amway business owner, and you want to build the business through social media as well, you need to do your positioning. Okay, you need to choose the right platform to post your content, right? So there's no right or wrong. When I say right platform, is actually the one that you feel will be most helpful to you. Okay, it's not like, oh, if let's say you use Facebook, I say it's wrong. If you use Instagram, then it's correct. If you use TikTok, then I say it's wrong. No, not that kind of right or wrong platform. When I say right or wrong platform, is when I say right platform, it actually refers to the platform that actually will help you the most. But how do you identify which platform that actually help you the most? So first of all, we need to understand the differences between this existing platform. So I'm a person who actually like data. I trust data. I trust fact. Okay, so I don't believe like when people say, oh, nowadays more people use it now. No. Okay, when we everything look at data. Okay, so we cannot run away from data whereby it actually show. Of course, this is US data, but Malaysia in a smaller demographic or smaller population, I will say replicate at least 70 to 80% the same one, right? So 7 in 10 of American teens actually use TikTok. So in this chart, you can see actually TikTok is sending at 70%. Of course, Instagram is the highest, 84%. That means in 1 month, at least they will actually follow the social media for at least once in the month. Okay, so in this all these platform, right? That means in 10 people, there are only three teenagers will actually check their Facebook one in the month. Okay, so in another word, you can also say that the one at the bottom are those platforms that are not so young anymore. Okay, so if let's say your targeted audience or your social circle or things that you want to share, for example, rosy shine, okay, or maybe some other things like you want to run fitness program, okay, and your targeted age range is, say, for example, 20 years old to 35, then if you keep posting in the LinkedIn or Facebook, all this, okay, it might work, but then it will not be as powerful or as effective as you posting in Instagram and TikTok. Okay, so we have to accept data and also the change of the trend around us. I don't actually to say it not so polite is I don't care how much you have used Facebook all this while, how many things you have posted in your Facebook, you feel very reluctant to leave Facebook. Actually, we are not asking you to leave or to stop using. Okay, just that if let's say today you have another identity, you want to build a business, you want to engage with a more younger target audience, you need to do that shift. Okay, so including myself. Okay, previously I have so much of posting inside my Facebook or that, but for people that actually follows me, or like if you are my friends or that, you'll notice that actually I post more actively in my Instagram compared to Facebook. Even my Facebook story is linked from my Instagram. Okay, so it feels very heavy to leave that Facebook community or to be not so active in the Facebook community, but at the same time you have to realize I realize that because I know I have to strategize in that way, I have to shift in that way so that I can reach out to more audience like that. Okay, and true enough, most of the time when I actually engage with a lot of the younger generation, right, when I ask them, hey, do you have Facebook? Earlier, whenever I go and meet them, right, I ask, do you have Facebook? But after that, I no longer ask like this because they will see me like alien, because some of you'll be surprised that some of the younger generation, they don't even have Facebook. Okay, so now I will only ask, hey, do you have Instagram? Do you have WhatsApp or the messenger, normal messenger? Okay, I will not ask whether you have Facebook anymore, right? So the third and fourth point about positioning is actually branding always start when during the first impression, whether it's in the physical format or in the virtual format. So now we are talking about virtual format, right? Because we are discussing about social media. So it's also depending on the first impression one. So we need to ask ourselves, okay, what we will feel if let's say today you are a stranger and you look at your profile now. Okay, I think I have shared this point before, but I think I need to raise this point up again. So if let's say today you are a stranger, you walk to your own Facebook account or you walk to your own TikTok or whatever, Instagram, okay, you look at it, do you have a feeling that you have this second identity in this profile? You can feel anything about this second identity in your profile or not? If let's say not, you will not be able to build this business in your social media as well. Okay, this is something that very harsh, but then is the fact. Okay, if let's say I cannot feel it or I cannot see it, you yourself also cannot see it, you cannot expect another outsider or a third party that go into your profile and they know, oh, this person also body key ambassador, this person also Nutrilite ambassador. No, if they cannot feel it at all, then I mean, if you cannot feel it as well, then they also cannot feel it. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. So last point, it does not form in a day. Okay, of course, when we want to do this kind of, we want to fine tune our first impression, do this kind of personal branding, it is not in one day. It's not like, oh, I think about my idea first and then I strategize first, I plan, I want to change my profile in one day. No, it's not like that. You have to consistently build it. And that is the reason why it has to start somewhere. So if let's say until today you haven't started anything or you haven't started posting anything related to your this second hat, right? We use hat. Okay, your first hat is probably your own personal life, and second hat is actually if you are building this business as well. Okay, and if you want to share it in a very lively manner or in showing through your lifestyle, then you have to start posting something, right? So all this have to we have to think about it. If let's say it's not, then we are just keep saying only we want to build through social media, we want to increase the speed through social media, but we are not doing it. If you are not doing that, then you will not leverage on this social media. It's just like some people know you as a friend, then they know you are doing Amway, then they actually just text you through social media platform. That doesn't mean that your social media platform is actually helping you to build the business. You are just using social media to maintain your existing business relationship. Okay, so if you want to create new exposure and new leads from your social media, this point 3 and point number 4, we have to make changes. You have to start aware on this. And if let's say still no change, then I think it's ourselves lah. Okay, if you don't want to change, it's fine. Okay, I just sharing that if let's say there's also another possibility whereby we don't want to affect our own personal account, then you can actually create another separate account to actually manage this business related posting. Okay, we have a lot of other leaders that actually did that. Depending on individual, if let's say you feel this is not troublesome, you can always do so. But again, it varies by individual, right? But when you ask me, I feel that I do not want to have a separate account to post about Amway, because Amway is, to me, is always about your own lifestyle. Okay, about how you incorporate Amway in your life, right? It's not a separate thing. So if I say it's already part of me and in the personal life, why not post it in my personal profile as well? But of course, different people have different concerns. You can do the second alternative that I mentioned. You can open another account which help you to leverage on social media and post it. So if let's say you didn't offer option 1, option 2, and you do nothing, then actually you are not leveraging social media to build Amway. You are still building it using a conventional way. That means you are still fully relying on the face-to-face meetup or text people and all that. Okay, so number 3, creating content. Okay, creating content is the first step. Okay, like I mentioned just now, I will not go into detail like how to set up the account. So I assume you already have the account, and then the first step then will become start to think about the posting. Okay, so some ideas for the content actually is not very tough. Like I said, if let's say it's your lifestyle related, then it's very easy for you to think of this kind of content, right? And it can include routine, it can be in a video log format, or it can include topics like your hobby, sports, pets, cooking. You can also even just post some quotes that you really like, and you can actually seek for people's input or comment about it. You can also reshare other people things. Okay, so I put the asterisk here is like reshare is sometimes I will encourage you, whenever we reshare something, put in some of your thought as well. Okay, I saw a lot of people post in social media, they just reshare and then there's no their own comment or some thoughts, because at least you need to let your audience know when you look at these things that you reshare, what is your thoughts, what is your feelings, right? So I think I would encourage to do that. If not, then it's fine as well, because at least we do some content creation. Okay, so number 3 and number 4 about content creating is like strive for the quality content. Okay, so when we say quality content, you don't have to be like, oh, very professional. No, don't go up to that level yet. But at least things that we must avoid is, first, we must have high resolution photos. So for example, on the right hand side, you see this so blurry one. Okay, if you post blurry thing or things that are shaky or in a fast motion, no people will actually read your content. They will just flip through. Okay, so make sure it's high resolution photos and video. When we say high resolution, even phone is already high resolution nowadays. So as long as it's taken originally by yourself, it should be in this HD condition. And then try, like I said, don't have to be professional angle or professional framing yet, but just try to remind ourselves, don't be shaky when you video, don't be blurry, okay, original and also authentic. And last point is actually more ideas will actually flow to us whenever we start the first posting. So of course, I know it's not easy. A lot of time, even the first post itself also take us so long to do that posting. But as long as you make it already a habit or a routine to post, right, you will start to have more idea flowing to you. Hey, yesterday I post like this. Maybe today I should post like that. Okay, so you will start to have that subsequent ideas flow in, right? But everything starts from the first one. Okay, so the first one doesn't matter you don't have to worry, just post, and then if you don't like, you can actually delete it or remove it later on. But I don't encourage us to do that lah. Okay, it can stay there, okay, depending on the platform also. So certain platform you can actually archive, and then certain platform you can actually it will actually replace your older posts, right? So you don't have to really worry too much that people will still go back to your first post, which is very bad one. Okay, no people is so free to do that. Okay, so don't overthink, because no people is so free. Okay, people most of the time um, just watch whatever which is most current one. Okay, unless when one day when you are very famous, and then people scroll back your old post to see whatever you post, oh, last time post like that one, so ugly one. Okay, no no people care, trust me. Okay, so just focus on whatever you want to post now. Okay, because that is what matters, right? Whatever you post now is the current promotion, is your current lifestyle, is your current use of product that you want to influence and bring a more interaction from your audience. That is what we want. Okay, so content edit apps. So this is actually the subsequent tips that I want to share, which is learn how to use content edit apps that will help to improve the visual and also the beauty of the posting. Okay, so photos and videos has been the main attraction in the social media. Okay, so in all platforms also same thing. So last time it used to say that Instagram is the one more visual one, but now even Facebook also try to encourage more video posting, all that. And in TikTok, of course, don't have to mention, it's all about video and reels, all these things. Okay, so photo and video is the main attraction nowadays. I can only say, as a human being, we like to see things rather than read lah. Okay, if let's say you post so wordy, a lot of words one, okay, normally no people see lah. Okay, because if people want to see wordy thing, they will be on the Twitter platform. They will not be in Instagram or Facebook or TikTok already. Okay, so you may choose to post without edit, but a simple edit skill I will highly encourage. It will help definitely. So for example, on the right hand side, you can see the left one without editing, maybe not so catchy, right? So after you edit or you do some color grading, look very nice, right? So some of the apps that I can recommend, of course, not limited to here. You can actually, or if let's say you're already using one, then that's great lah. But if you're looking for some guidance or some easy startup, then for photo, you can actually look out for Snapseed, Meitu, Lightroom, PhotoGrid, or InShot. All this can actually act as a photo editing software as well. And for video, probably you can try out InShot, VN, CapCut, and etc. Of course, in a lot of the phone nowadays, they also have the built-in editing tools already. So you can also rely on those. But what I'm trying to say that is, if you realize that your video or your photo is too dark or too underexposed, just learn to use a little bit of editing skill, increase the brightness, or at least pull the curve a little bit up, so that when you post, right, it's more enticing for people to stop at your story or stop at your reel or stop at a post to really look at it. If it's so dull and so underexposed, then people will just flip it through, because to them it's just a normal piece of pictures, right? So you want to gain that attraction by just doing a little bit of editing. So the purpose of edit is simple: to improve the visual quality and of course to add in some values. So when I say add in values, like for example, certain time in our video or in our photo, you want to put in a ready caption, then you can actually, through the editing apps, you can do so. And then to improve the entertainment. So when I say improve entertainment, it's more referring to video. Of course, photo also can do. So for video, you can do entertainment, like for example, do some effect and all that. So certain effect also improve in terms of the wow. So when people look at your video or your posting, right, they feel wow or what, then they will stop longer, and then they will actually give more focus to your profile and your posting in the future. So that is how we can actually slowly build up our personal branding. And then from there, whenever you post about your lifestyle and then your routine about the product, it will definitely help. So point number 4 is also about, I want to talk about the trending algorithm. So when we talk about social media, this trending algorithm is something that we need to know also. Okay, so it's new to me, but I also in the process of learning, and I hope everyone of us also we are embarking and also catching up on this thing. So first of all, many social media platforms are also engaging this trending push content nowadays. So the difference of this trending push content is that I give you an easy example. For example, in Instagram, if you post in your story, you will be like within your social circle, right? There will be like no stranger come and view your story unless there are actually stranger pass by your profile. They click what you post today, and then they will saw that story. Otherwise, you will be pretty fine, pretty much confined to your own social circle, unless also if you tag the location or you do some hashtag or that, so they can search this story through that. But what we talked about the trending push content is like, for example, reel is entirely different from story. So when you post reel, like, okay, all these social media platform, they have the right to actually push your content. For example, TikTok itself is already all about this push content. So whatever you post in this format or in this platform, you will actually push to the public audience. Okay, so a lot more of the stranger or other people out there, they can actually view your content in such manner. So this will actually help us to embark on this passive lead funnel. So I'm not encouraging us to fully rely on this kind of just sit there and wait for the lead. No, but at least if you know how to leverage on social media on this push content, it can actually act as a form of lead also. So you have a lot of these new people that actually come across to your profile. And if let's say your profile, like I said, refer back to the first slide, if your branding is good enough, people come to your profile because of your certain of your reel or your TikTok, then they will start to know, oh, this person do Amway one, or this person consume Nutrilite also, and then they will actually view you. And if let's say you feel, wow, this profile okay, not so hard sell, not every post about selling product one, okay, they might like you, and then slowly they will start to follow you, or they will start to observe how is your lifestyle. Okay, so if let's say you manage to do that and you manage to tackle that kind of new audience from there, all this will be your future leads, right? They'll become the passive lead funnel. So when I say passive, it's not you actively go and find them and they come across your profile, they added you, they follow you, okay, because of that. So you will not get this kind of lead in the past. I mean, before this kind of push content era, okay? Because a lot of time is we need to share actively. So if you remember the Facebook era, is like, wow, you have to share in a lot of different group, in the mama group, or that group. No longer in this way. This is already a very conventional way. It's still very active way. So when I say passive way, just focus on making sure your content is attractive, making sure you put some efforts in your content. Then in this push content, it helps to draw more passive leads to your account. Okay, so point number 2, example, the TikTok content, Reels in IG, Xiaohongshu, all this is already using a trending algorithm, and also they are using the big data to understand their audience and to understand the user in their platform, how these people is viewing. For example, I view a lot of hiking video and also Reels. I don't have to subscribe to anyone. I don't have to follow anyone, but all these stranger reels about hiking, about nature, it will come to my profile. How do they do that? Okay, I don't hashtag anything, I don't do anything. So all this is about this trending algorithm that they know whatever content that you view, even though those content didn't tag properly or didn't hashtag themselves properly, they will still know, because now it's content aware already. That means whatever inside the video itself, the algorithm is so intelligent that they know this is nature related, this is outdoor related, and so on. Okay, so this is the evolution of hashtag. Okay, so in the past, what we know is that, oh, you need to hashtag. Okay, you need to hashtag this, hashtag that. Only people know is this. No longer. Okay, now if you see a million views reels, they probably didn't hashtag anything also. Okay, but how so many people reach out to this reel or this video is because the AI itself already identify the content of this video is about what, and then they will push it to audience that actually watch the similar thing about this thing. Okay, so you don't even have to location pin, you don't even have to tag any of your friends to let them know about this. So if you are still doing all these things, right, we are still like a step lag behind. So what I'm trying to do is through this sharing, I want to bring everyone to the same page, where at the same time we can still do this kind of hashtag, we can still do location pin, we can still do tagging, but on top of that, please also make ourselves available in this push content. At least if you have the IG, you need to start posting reel. At least if you have TikTok account, you just need to post that, because it's in this type of algorithm anyway. If you have Xiaohongshu, it also in this kind of setting already. Okay, so if for example, if you have Instagram, but you just keep posting posts, story, then you are miss out in this trending algorithm. Okay, so the last point I want to share tonight about this social media hack is the optimized link and also QR. So this is very important, because to me, we need to ask ourselves these two questions. So the first one, do you know the link and the QR are the easiest way to lead and also direct traffic nowadays? So I give you an example. Today, if you step into a restaurant, you want to order food, hardly got any restaurants still using menu already. Most of it, they will ask you to scan the QR, and then it leads you to the menu. It also leads you to place the order. Okay, so in the future, it will be more and more common. But in the social media world and also in the virtual world, it's the same thing. So if let's say today, if you want to engage with our audience, or to let them know more about our product or know more information, we need to learn how to actually incorporate link and also QR in our content sharing and all those. So if you are still seeing people share in their social media, they want to share about their product, and then they write so many words in their story, in their reels, I think that is also outdated. Me personally think that is outdated. If let's say today you want to make full use of link and QR, you will just write some key point, and then you put a link or the QR there. So whenever they click that link, it jumps to the summary page of the Roshi Shine. So you will notice that Amway already know this is a trend. If you are very closely aware enough, you will realize all this new launching and also new promotion starting from like many months ago. Amway already give all this digital link. Okay, so even in our e-newsgram, we already have this digital link that you can click. Like for example, you want to know more about this rosy shine, you click that digital link, it leads you to another PDF page that Amway already done very beautifully for your audience to also view the same. So it's not only for us business builder to view, it's actually for the public audience to view as well. So if let's say you didn't make full use of this link and incorporate in your posting, you still write long, and then thought that this is the way. Of course, it might still works for if let's say your audience is 35 years old and above. Okay, for those that actually still more familiar with the Facebook kind of posting thing. Okay, but if let's say you want to engage or target a younger generation, so key point, okay, or wow effect wording or what, and then add in the link that you don't have to create. That link yourself is already given by Amway. You just need to know how to find the link, copy paste, and put it inside your reel or inside your video. Okay, and then second question, do you still see people using business card or shutting out the phone's number? So for example, if today you go out, okay, no more people exchange business card. Even when we want to ask for the phone number, okay, we don't just ask what is your phone number. You can just simply scan their social media accounts, right? This is how fast people can actually exchange data and also get to know each other. Okay, no longer using this. If let's say you are still doing it, again, you are targeting the audience which is 40 years old and above. No wrong with that. You can actually do hybrid. If let's say you know your customer or your prospect is within that age range. But if let's say you want to do a sustainable business, you want to prolong your business lifespan into a younger generation, then you have to learn all the things that I mentioned now. So learn about the QR profile of all your social media platform. Okay, no matter you are using WeChat, WhatsApp, okay, Facebook or Instagram, do you know that all of these platforms, they have their QR code? That means by the scan of that QR code, you will lead that person directly to your profile and to your account, and they can add you from there. Okay, so this is the if you don't know, you have to figure out how to actually generate the QR. There's a function in your profile or in your account setting there. Okay, so learn how to actually do all how to extract this QR, and also know the link of all your social media platforms so that people can actually link to you. Okay, and then learn also how to create link. So when I say create link here, is actually how to generate a link that will trigger people to directly able to text you. Okay, for example, the easiest one is actually WhatsApp link. So WhatsApp link, you have seen a lot of time people put a link inside the website or inside their social media. So when you click that link, right, it directly pop to their mobile phone, or to ask something, or directly pop up to their handphone, right? So this is one of the way you can create it. This is free. You can go to this create.whatsapp.link. Okay, this one you can customize whatever content or message that you want to put, but in the end of the day, it will just give you one short link, and this short link is something that you can include inside your caption, inside your reels, or whatever, that you can actually make use of it. You no longer need to put phone number there and then say, oh, if anything, contact me here or what. Okay, I don't think people will still like, oh, okay, this person number is 013 what, and then call you or text you. Okay, nowadays, especially young people, they are not, they want something fast. Okay, not to say lazy lah, they already used to all this technology. They want things to be fast, convenient. So when you don't provide this kind of link that they can just click and straight away they pop up to your WhatsApp, right? To me, I don't think they will type in their phone number and then start to contact this person if they want to know more about Rosy Shine, right? They won't. Okay, so again, once you know how to create this kind of link that will actually activate message into your WhatsApp, you also need to know where is the right way to actually paste the link at. Okay, so if let's say today you create a video and then you paste the link inside the video, and then you extract it and then you post in the Instagram, of course people not able to click that link, right? Because the link is inside the video itself. So to how to make the link is lively, you need to learn, okay, depending on which platform that you post. If let's say inside Instagram you post as a story, there's actually a function to actually include a live hyperlink. Okay, so you need to use that function, then only you paste this link, then only your audience able to click it. There's no point for you to put such a nice link inside your video that people cannot click. Okay, so another thing is, like example, Instagram, the caption there, no point to put link one, because in caption, if you put link, people cannot click one. It's just appear as a text. And when it appears as a text, no people will be so diligent and go follow the text type, repeat type again in their browser and then link it to you. No. Okay, so you need to understand whether that thing when you post, is it serve the purpose or not. Just not for the sake of posting only, because I have seen so many people also include link inside their caption where people, there's no way your audience will be so raging, go and copy paste the link and then paste in the browser. Okay, nowadays people want to able to click directly. Okay, so if let's say that is just one example. Okay, so for in Facebook, you put link, people able to click one. Okay, but in Instagram, the caption is not open for link. Okay, so for other platforms, different, you have to take note. So of course, today I'll share these 5 points with you. And in the future, I'll also go into more details, like I'll focus on some of the social media platforms that we commonly use in Malaysia, for example, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube, or even TikTok. Okay, so I'll go into more details. And before I go into detail of each of the social media platform, of course, there are also other topics, other social media hacks that I want to continue in part 2, part 3, and part 4. Okay, so this is actually the part 1 for today. Okay, so thank you for your attention, and